Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS, sharing stories on off air here.
On the break.
During the break. And,
having some fun.
Yes, we are having probably too much fun. So, but so the Queen of Health is in studio, Tami Hulcher. I'm Kyle Jennings, by the way. With me in studio, Tami Hulcher, the Queen of Health. thequeenofhealth.com. She's going to be speaking at the Valencia Hills Clubhouse tomorrow evening. You can reserve your seats. It's free to the public, and it's 866-313-8177, or you can email thequeenofhealth@verizon.net, and you can reserve your seat today. And so we have a list of talking points and stuff you're going to talk about tomorrow night. And eating well, obviously, fruits and vegetables and all that stuff.
I didn't pay him to say that. I did not. This is so great.
Whole grains, right? Whole grains.
Yes, indeed.
But you say here in the email you sent, it says our journey begins at the cellular level. Mm-hmm. And so explain to me that makes, I don't know. I don't know what that means. So please explain that to me.
Now, honestly, when you see the slides, I am showing this at middle school, high school, and they get it. You see lights going off, aha moments, because most people know they've had to deal, we all know our kids had their homework and they had to come home and make a styrofoam ball cell and put the Goji apparatus in. Anyway, so these kids understand this, and I know that what people don't realize is we really are a big bag of cells. I tell people, I said, we really have trillions and trillions and trillions of cells. So you have heart cells, lung cells, liver cells, cancer cells. Some people will get cancer 6 times in their lifetime, but if your immune system's strong enough, it sort of destroys the cells and sort of just gets rid of them, and you will never even know. But you have taste bud cells, and you have blood cells, and all of these cells that create tissues, and then they create organs, and then they create body systems, okay? So at the very tiniest level, the cellular level, on your way out, thinking of it as a map quest where you're maybe looking at Santa Clarita, and then you keep zooming out, and you see, the Santa Cruz Valley, you zoom out to the state of California, you zoom out, you keep zooming out till you get the world, which is our bodies, but go way down and really, zoom back in to that cellular level. Well, if we have trillions and trillions and trillions of cells, and there's lots of them, every single one of them, the majority of them are going to take 10,000 slamming hits against it every single day. Those are called free radical damaging hits, sort of like a baseball bat, smacking into your cells, trying to destroy your cell and DNA. And they come from normal things, like daily things like breathing, just metabolic, things that we do that are biologically breathing and things like that. But when you have an athlete who's really pushing it to the limits, or you're smoking cigarettes, or you lead a very poor, you practice poor diet and lifestyle choices, you're really slamming into those cells and DNA. And what we know is, we now know with research, and we've known for years and years and years, when you start damaging and you start nicking and taking pieces off of, so to speak, I'm using very layman's terms. I don't need a biochemist calling me. I'm trying to keep this at reader and listener level. So when you start damaging and nicking those cells and DNA, this is when you set that up, those mutations, and you damage it so that the next time it's less healthy. And you end up with dis-ease. So when you have an easy body that's at ease, then you have dis-ease. He's nodding his head. I love it. He's like, I'm liking it.
I like it.
You see, you get it. Because I explain everything down at that level.
That's good.
So my whole goal, this journey of this lecture is, what are those things that we are doing, drinking and eating, most of the time eating? What are those things that are damaging our cells? Oh, but Tami, give us some good news. What are the things that will protect those cells? What will help and repair our DNA? What are some of those food items and beverage items that we can do daily? And this means for our children. Our children are our future. And Dr. David Katz, who is internationally recognized, Yale Preventative Services, he's the director there and contributor to CNN and Oprah. He said, poor nutrition will harm our children more than drugs, alcohol, and tobacco combined. And I know all the schools are teaching people drugs, alcohol, tobacco. Poor nutrition will kill your kids first. So I look at this as, should not we be protecting the children's cells as well? So it's kind of teaching your cells to excel.
Okay, so what creates healthy cells then? Protected cells, or
right.
What do we need to do?
Okay. I did not even give him the lead in. That was just so perfect. I was like, I love that. It almost is that basic, you just have to eat a little bit closer to nature. Some of the schools I've been doing have been the Christian school, so I'm able to bring some biblical terms into it. So I said, your body really is your temple. If you look at it, what are you supposed to be eating? Those things that the body recognizes that God gave us, which are fruits and vegetables, things that still we recognize that has a stem on it, like an apple, lettuce.
What is that? I don't know
what is that. So I tell people eat from the rainbow, and I said, and I don't mean your Skittles. I really mean your fruits and vegetables. And these things have thousands and thousands of phytochemicals that the cells recognize and they protect. So it's sort of all these little Pac-Men that just go in and just protect and eat up all the bad things. They reduce that oxidative stress. Clean filtered water is very important. We know that. Adequate sleep is going to protect your cells, and we're just not getting enough of that. So we have to look at stress, sleep, our diet, lifestyle choices.
So it's not just nutrition, it's
Right.
a ton of different things.
Yeah, I tell people, I said, just eating an apple isn't going to save your life. It'll
An
help.
apple a day doesn't keep the doctor away.
It does keep the doctor away, but you need some help in some other areas. So, you do want to make sure that we do look at stress. We do look at sleep levels, but nutrition is very key. And I take you through this journey, through the slides, and these kids are getting it. I take you through the slides that you really are what you eat.
Okay.
And when you start to see the cells and I show the body systems, these kids you just see these aha moments. And not only that, when I'm speaking to a group of 500 people, I've done some keynote lecturing for like American Heart Association, American Cancer Society. And these people are having aha moments all the time.
Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a break.
Okay.
We're going to talk about, so we talked about what creates good, healthy cells. Mm-hmm. We want to talk about the other side of that.
Oh.
What damages cells. Sugar, I assume, may be involved in that. I guess we'll have to wait and see, right?
Yes, indeed.
Tami Hulcher, the queen of health. She's going to be, I was just about to say performing, but she's going to be, she's going to be at the Valencia Hills Clubhouse tomorrow night, and to reserve your seats, free to the public. Free to the public. So call.
But you have to RSVP.
You do have to RSVP.
Yes, you do.
To RSVP, all you need to do is call 866-313-8177, or you can email thequeenofhealth@verizon.net. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to talk about some more. We're going to talk about what damages your cells. Mm-hmm. Mistakes people make is what we're going to talk about.
I thought I was here to give good news, but okay.
No, we're enlightening people. There's difference.
Yes, we are.
Okay. On your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.